Oh, yeah.
So far, so good. How you doing, guys? My name is Brad Sundberg in the studio with MJ. Welcome to Mickey, Michael, and Martini's Trivia. I think this is our fourth or fifth.
It's your fourth.
But I'm finally here with my very dear friend, Jared Bradshaw.
Cheers to you, pal.
Yeah, let me wrangle
I'm never good with these triangular glasses.
How you doing, my friend? So
I'm good.
Hang on. Gotta have a sip.
Oh, yeah. Yours is dirty. Mine is all sweet and lime. Lime drop.
I go right for the olives. I've got, I think mine is Finlandia. What's yours?
Tito's.
Tito. Oh, okay.
Handmade with hands.
Right in Texas. So I've got to get out of this screen and go there. So how's everyone doing? And we're going to go there. Okay. Maddie, I think we should be ready. So a couple things. Welcome. We started doing Mickey, Michael, and Martini's Trivia early into the pandemic. And it was something, remember, I don't know if you saw one of our first ones. We used to handwrite the answers and hold them up on a piece of paper.
It's much fancier now.
And hey, Valerie, how you doing? Ina's here. How you doing, Ina? Valerie, Susanna. Good to see you guys. Jordan, greetings, everybody. So we started doing, it was just something to, when we were all locked down, just something to kind of occupy the time a little bit. And it's just been such a weird couple of years.
Amen.
And then this week happens. And it's just been horrible. In fact, I'm not going to lie. About 24 hours ago, I was kind of on the fence if we were going to do this or not. Just because of some of the, obviously some of the world events going on with Ukraine. And I don't know if a lot of you know this or not, but one of our dearest family friends lives in Kiev. And she was one of my translators the first time we went to Russia, Julia. Absolutely beautiful, strong, tough girl. So we've been praying a lot of prayers for Julia. And the last time we heard from her was about 6 hours ago. And so keep praying. The Ukrainians are some of the toughest, most beautiful people. I haven't been to Ukraine, but I have been to Russia a couple times. I don't get into politics. I don't preach, but don't hate Russians. What's going on right now? I think there's a lot of Russians that want no part of this. They just have some brutal leadership. And so it's unfortunate, and I don't know all the political ramifications, nor do I pretend to, but keep Ukraine in your prayers, keep Julia in your prayers, and I was going to try and recommend if somebody wanted to donate a few dollars to Red Cross or something, but I haven't even had time to find, but if you feel like, we're just doing this for fun, and it's hopefully to put a smile on your face a little bit, but not for a moment do I diminish or minimize what's going on in Ukraine. There's some people that are hurting, some people that are dying, and it's horrible. So don't take any of what we're doing as, gee, this is more important than what's going on there. It's just something that we enjoy doing, and this is a very dear friend of mine. And
agreed. And we need some happiness and sunshine, and we need to spread some too.
It's been a rough week, so let's. We've got Maddie here, Maddie, my amazing daughter, who not only produces these events for me, but Jared has his own YouTube. Go ahead.
Yeah, Maddie is our editor for our YouTube show, The Broadway Bradshaws. It's on Family Travel on YouTube. Thank you for letting me and Maddie pitch that. But Maddie's awesome and edits all our videos. And I do Disney trivia on Tuesday.
Right.
Every week. So I'll probably have this on our channel next Tuesday. But in the studio with MJ fans are getting it first. And but mine's just Disney trivia, not Michael trivia. But I have a lot of records.
You need to fold the little MJ trivia in once in a while.
Yeah, well, he crossed over with Disney a couple times. Remember that Ease on Down the Road he did in Anaheim? Michael singing
by the wishing well,
singing "When You wish upon a star. It's my favorite version of When You Wish Upon a Star.
And let me brag on Jared just for a second, because Jared is a remarkably talented guy. Many, many, many years on Broadway, along with his beautiful wife, Lindsay. Lindsay was in Wicked for 13 plus years.
Yeah, 15 if you count the pandemic, but those 2 years don't count.
So when Jared breaks into song or just is Jared, we love that.
I'm a big dork.
I'm not a singer, so he's going to be doing the singing and vocal impersonations on my behalf. But so I'm sort of the curmudgeonly, sarcastic half of the duo, and Jared brings some actual talent to the table. So,
but let's just say, can I just say, I'm just a Michael Jackson super fan. This guy worked with Michael and was friends with Michael, but I'm just here because I collect Michael Jackson records, and Brad and I are Disney and Michael buddies.
That's true.
I first came in the studio to see. That's how I met you. And then I said, "Come see me in Jersey Boys," and I couldn't believe he came. And you brought Amanda in front row, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
And I think you did a little toe thing,
and
you threw a little MJ in the show
just for you.
So yeah, Jared and I have been friends for a long time, and I think you were at my second or third event ever.
It blew my mind. And it was like 6 or 8 hours, and I didn't want it to end. I was like, finally a class for me where I can learn something that I don't know.
So we've been friends for a long time, and Jared and his lovely family have moved. You're about a mile that way, I think.
You're the reason we moved to Windermere, Florida. I didn't know it. Windermere, no R, Windermere.
R. So you're gonna have to tolerate the two of us. We're going to have some fun with you today. Maddie's going to be doing the best she can. We're all kind of monitoring the chat. Are you on Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Okay. Maddie, are you on Instagram? So this is the first time that we're doing both. We're doing a dual simulcast. Does that make any sense? We're going to Facebook, which we're very familiar with, but Maddie's also dialed us into Instagram. Instagram people have the attention span of a sand flea. So
16 seconds.
Yeah. I don't expect
That's me,
them.
16 seconds.
I don't know how long they'll actually stay with us. But so let's tell you what we're going to be doing. This is Mickey, Michael, and Martini's trivia. If you are of age and have consent, feel free to have an adult beverage. Otherwise, Coke, orange soda, whatever you want is fine. We're going to be doing, we came up with, I think it's like 30 questions, something like that. So what you want to do is don't answer in the comments. It's just for fun. But what you want to do is get yourself a little piece of paper, and there's going to be some true, false, some multiple choice, and some bonus questions. And we'll kind of break it up as we go. Just have fun with it. We're not taking it too seriously. I don't want you to take it too seriously. But don't blurt out every answer in the comments if you can avoid it. And I'll remind you of that throughout.
Yeah, but I played last time at home on my computer a mile away. And it does help to have paper and pencil and write down the point values it says so you can keep points.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we have a winner. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
But don't put it in the comments.
Try not to put it in the comments. And I'm going to keep reminding because people are going to come and go.
And no Googling answers either.
No Google. This has got to be true brain trivia. And there was something else I was going to say. Keep track of your answers. Oh, at some point, just let us know where you're watching from. I know last time we've had some people from Australia, from Japan. Are the questions different from last time? Yes, Shawnee, we've been working really hard. These are all new questions.
I've got some hard ones for you. I tried to go real hard.
So we've actually been, I hope you're going to be impressed. We may or may not make a couple mistakes through the course of time, but we just want you guys to have fun. Maddie's been doing some great work behind the scenes. So let's see. Did anybody let us know where they are from yet? Maddie, have you seen any locations? I think I see the UK. I see Maryland. I see Cleveland, New York. Former New Yorker here.
That's right.
Detroit, Kentucky. Wow, Kentucky. You guys have internet? Can I make jokes like that?
No. Kentucky's awesome. My dad went to seminary in Louisville. Sometimes pronounced Louisville. Sometimes pronounced Louisville. Louisville. Louisville.
He's giving me the look. I can't make Kentucky jokes? Okay. Hey, Sweden is here. Maryland, Kansas City.
London,
London. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are
Scotland,
here.
Germany. Come on.
Brazil,
Detroit, the Motor City, Motown, baby.
Detroit,
Nice.
Moscow.
We got an espresso martini.
Valerie is one of the sweetest people on the planet. So, Valerie, I'm so glad you're watching. I know you are upset by all of these events, and we're praying for you. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through it. So I'm glad you're here. So for the next little while, it's going to be Mickey, Michael, and Martinis, and we're not going to dwell on other stuff. Hello from Lansing. Hello from, yes, we have internet. I'm sorry, Kentucky. I was just having fun. North Carolina. France is here. Okay. Shall we begin?
Let's dig in.
We're going to do 5 true-false Disney questions. 5 questions. We're glad you guys are here. This is all just going to be fun. So let's, Jared, you want to take the first one?
Hot dog!
Oh, boy, here we go.
Let's do some Disney questions. I love it. Okay, true or false? These are true or false questions. Hollywood Studios, this is Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios in Orlando features an area called Pandora, based on the movie Avatar. Is that true or false? Hollywood Studios in Orlando features an area called Pandora, based on the movie Avatar.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
All right. Don't say it. Don't write it. Just
We're starting easier. They get harder,
yep,
though, right?
we're going to do 5, and then we're going to do the answers. So if you have a short attention span, you only have to sit through 5. All right. Question 2. Question 2. This is from the movie Finding Nemo. In the movie Finding Nemo, Crush the sea turtle is 150 years old. Crush is that turtle that... Can you do a Crush impersonation?
Dude.
I can't do it.
I'm like 150 years old, dude.
True or false? Is Crush 150 years old? True or false? Well, these aren't too hard. We're starting out kind of easy.
Yeah, taking it easy.
Okay.
That's an Eagles song. Take it
Eagles.
easy. But you know what? Thriller outsold the Eagles' greatest hits. That was
but there's a lot of arguing about that.
Well, in America, but it's like, Michael's global, the Eagles. Anyway,
All right.
I digress.
Question 3.
Question number 3. Epcot hosts the fastest ride of any of the Disney parks ever built. This is true or false question. Epcot hosts the fastest ride of any of the Disney parks ever built. Is that true or false?
Epcot is sometimes called like the educational park. So this is kind of a tough question.
The experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
That's correct.
Okay.
Remember, don't put your answers in the comments.
True or false?
Get yourself an old school piece of paper and play along with us. So that was question 3. So let's jump up to question 4. Listen carefully to this one. Star Wars fans love to visit Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios, Florida. One of the highlights is posing for a picture in front of a life-sized Star Destroyer.
True or false?
Is that true?
Luke, my son.
Can you pose in front of a life-size Star Destroyer at Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios? Jordan can't find any paper. Come on, Jordan, get your head in the game. True or false?
Just write it on your arm,
Yeah,
like I
write
did
it-
in high school.
Yeah,
all the
just
answers.
Find a Sharpie. You'll be fine. All right. You're
Okay, number 5. Cinderella Castle at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom has 27 spires. Is that true or false?
27?
Cinderella Castle at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom has 27 spires.
That's a lot of spires.
Yeah, mucho spires.
Can you believe it?
27.
We're already at the answers for the first 5.
It's just flying along. Is it the Martini talking? Or
So even for the Instagram people, maybe they can hang with us for just a few minutes.
seconds? You got seconds.
You got seconds. All right. So we are at so remember, we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. So this is the answers for section number 1. 5 points each. So keep track of your answers. I will take number 1. Hollywood Studios in Orlando features an area called Pandora, based on the movie Avatar. That's false. We were kind of
Tricky.
It's kind of a mean question. Avatar and Pandora are actually in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
You've been there, right?
Many times. I was there yesterday, actually.
You win. So that one is false. So
It's an amazing themed section with all the floating
Oh, it
islands.
is.
And
So Pandora does exist. It's just at a different park. So it's kind of a mean question. So that one, unfortunately, is false. You're up.
All right, number 2. Crush the sea turtle from the movie Finding Nemo is 150 years old. Is that true or false?
Is Crush 150 years old? It's the Macarena. Wait, they're doing the Macarena. I don't know if I can do an answer right now. I love the Macarena. So, according to the movie, which came out in 2003, Crush is 150 years old. Now, I was going to do some real-world math and add to that age, but Maddie reminded me that Disney characters really don't age. So the correct answer is Crush is 150 years old. Now it's Macarena time.
All right. That was a good video.
No,
Where was that? Art of Animation?
that was Art of Animation.
That hotel is awesome.
I've never stayed there, but
That used to be an affordable place to stay. It's more expensive now. But they have 4 themed areas. Finding Nemo is where the pool is. And that pool has speakers underwater. And it's the largest cubic water foot pool on
Really?
campus. But there's Nemo and Cars and Lion King and then Little Mermaid Suite. So that's awesome. If you want to blow your 6-year-old's mind, that's the place to take them. Art of Animation. Very cool.
all right. I can't remember whose turn it is, but I'll just take it. Does Epcot host the fastest ride of any of the Disney parks ever built? This one actually surprised me, but that is... All right, the fastest ride in any Disney park in the U.S. is Test Track.
Very cool. I love that ride.
So you had the potential for 25 points on those questions. So keep track of your points. Oh wait, we're not done yet. We're not done. I'm sorry. We're only at answer 4.
This is me, right?
This Martini is really good. All right. So number 4.
Number 4 answer. Star Wars fans love to visit Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios. One of the highlights is posing for a picture in front of a life-size Star Destroyer. True or false? It's false. What is it? It's not a Star Destroyer.
No, that's the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon. And he pronounced it right. It's not Millennium Falcon. It's Millennium Falcon. That's how.
And we were actually going to drop
Han
a picture.
Solo says
We were
it.
going to drop a picture in here of one. I know you've got a bunch of pictures. We just didn't have time. But yeah, it's gorgeous. If you go to that park in Hollywood Studios, you can literally stand in front of the Millennium Falcon.
And there is a hidden Mickey on it. I don't know if you've seen that. There's like laser blast, like somebody shot a Mickey on the side of it.
Really?
I saw a picture online of it.
All
it's
right.
hard to find, but it's there. Those Imagineers work hard. It's amazing.
All right. Next one. So now we're at the 5th answer. Cinderella Castle at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom has 27 spires. Is that true or false?
Okay, here is Cinderella Castle. Not Cinderella's castle, but Cinderella Castle. There are 27 spires, and I'm going to count them for you right now on the front side, because there are some on the back, okay? And we got to even count these out here. Hey, Pluto! Hey, 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 hey! We love you, Pluto! Yeah! What a great day to count the spires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, the mouse got in the way. Okay. Hiya, Donald.
It's time to celebrate.
It is. Celebrate the spires. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. I think that's 21. And then the other 6 are on the back. The other 6 are on the back. Wow, that's a lot of spires, folks. Do you feel inspired?
He's making up the dad jokes.
That was awesome. All right, so this is all it is. I mean, if you were expecting some real high level humor, then you're probably at the wrong place. But so we're done with the first section. We're already done. So you have a potential of 25 points. So keep track of your points. Don't answer in the comments. Just keep track of them. And if you are just joining us, welcome. Say hi in the comments. Tell us where you're from. And what we're doing, we're going to start with some true false questions for Michael Jackson.
Oh, here's the Michael section. They've been waiting. Somebody's like, give me Michael Jackson questions.
I want some MJ stuff. So he's a mega MJ fan.
I have to give a shout out. You see this amazing shirt?
That's an awesome shirt.
Wait, it needs to read this way. From the Bad Tour, 1988, my friend Charles Reed gave me this. He was like, this doesn't fit me anymore. You should wear it. And I was like, what a guy.
Oh, Charles Reed that comes to my seminar?
Yes, Charles Reed.
Oh, he's awesome.
He came to Jersey Boys. He's an awesome dude.
He's very mysterious.
He's very awesome. He's a military guy. Thank you for your service.
He doesn't talk about what he does.
He works in the military.
He takes care of business.
Secret.
Yeah.
It's like working for Disney. There's a wall.
Except with guns. Okay. I'm joking,
Protecting
Charles.
us all.
Joking.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you.
I think, Charles, I think you're
Look,
awesome.
don't I look great in the shirt, Charles? Thank you.
You look awesome. All right, let's jump in. I think it's your turn. So.
Oh, Jordan is a Michael Jackson impersonator. He's watching. Thank you, Valerie.
Oh, hey, good.
Okay,
Hi, Valerie.
here we go. True or false questions.
Now we're up to the MJ.
Okay, the Thriller album won 8 Grammys in 1984. Okay, is this true or false? The
8 Grammys.
Thriller album won 8 Grammys in 1984. That seems easy enough.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, hi from Trinidad. How are you, Natalie?
Awesome.
All right, question number 7. Is it number 7? I guess it is. The song Black or White contains a rap credited to LTB, which actually stands for Leave It to Beaver? Is that true or false?
Let's see.
The rap was performed by Leave It to Beaver in the song Black or White.
Okay.
That's a head scratcher.
Yeah,
I bet a lot of people have no idea even what or who Leave It to Beaver is.
Yeah, well, they might not be as old as you, Brad. I'm just kidding. We're not that far apart in age. Come on.
You are
moving on to question 8.
You are more than correct.
Moving on. Number 8.
Question 8.
The History album was primarily recorded in Montreux, Switzerland. Is this true or false? The History album was primarily recorded in Montreux, Switzerland.
Have you been to Switzerland?
Never.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I would love to go.
There's mountains.
Yeah, I'm going to ski, and I bet there's...
lakes.
I bet they got some good brewskis.
I think we have at least one... I think I saw somebody from Switzerland that was... was it Simone? Are you here?
Jennifer Jackson, you are late, but you only missed the first 7 questions.
Oh,
There's
fine.
plenty left. You're fine.
You're fine, Jennifer.
You're fine.
Good to see you again. All right. Hey, it's Janista's here. Janista, I'm sorry that I was doing this stupid song. I was singing, that's not my name. That's not my... But I said
that's not
Janista,
my name.
But it's actually Jalisa.
Oh, well, that's a big difference.
That's
not her name.
That's not her name. That's not Janista's name. All right, I just like that name. Question 9. The original Bad album included a different intro to the song I Just Can't Stop Loving You, which featured Michael whispering pillow talk phrases for the listener.
Well,
That's a tough question. The original Bad album contained a different intro to the song I Just Can't Stop Loving You, featuring Michael whispering pillow talk phrases to the listener. Is that true or false?
True or false?
That's a 5-point question.
Okay, nice. And next, 10.
More MJ.
True or false? Neverland Valley Ranch featured a looping roller coaster called Scream.
Wow.
Is that true or false? Did Neverland Valley Ranch feature a looping roller coaster called Scream? True or false? Good question. Good question.
You'd have to know your Neverland trivia.
Yeah, only one of us has been there. Did Maddie? Maddie, did you ever go to Neverland? Did Amanda ever go to Neverland?
Did. Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, I think we brought you up for the history party. No, you weren't born yet. Okay, sorry. I would have brought you up had I if I had the chance.
Always be not always.
Okay.
Answers.
We're already up to the answers of section 2.
I'm having a blast.
We're banging through these.
Come on.
Let's see how you did. Don't put your answers in the comments, please. Just keep track on a piece of paper. So answer number 1, did the Thriller album actually win 8 Remember Michael had all those Grammys in his arms?
Absolutely. And that's in MJ the Musical. He's holding them all.
Yeah. So
it's the best picture.
There must have been... Thriller must have won 8 Grammys in 1984.
Boom, boom.
So that's actually false. Michael received 8 Grammys in 1984, but only 6 of them were for the Thriller album. 2 of them were for the E.T. storybook. And there's a whole fun story about how Thriller was in early production, and then they stopped recording Thriller and they started doing the E.T. storybook. But that's for another time. A little bit of a trick question.
Yeah.
So Michael won 8 Grammys in 1984.
Which was a record at the time. Nobody had done that.
Has anybody done it since?
I think Carlos Santana, right, who did Whatever Happens. I think later he won 8 for something, but it wasn't as good as Thriller. It just happened.
Michael's still better. So the Thriller album won 6 Grammys, and the E.T. storybook won 2. So, but that's 8. I mean, that's walking out of there with 8 Grammys in your arms. So,
yeah, amazing.
So a bit of a trick question, but hopefully you did well. Go ahead.
Okay, the song Black or White contains a rap credited to LTB, which actually stands for Leave It to Beaver. Is that true or false? True. That's true, Brad?
That is true.
Are you kidding me?
So, quick story. When we recorded the song, I don't know if you know or care, but I spent 18 years working with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, we all care, and we think it's awesome.
Starting with Captain EO. And I was part of the team. So I worked on the song Black or White, and it was Bill Luttrell who recorded it, or who mixed it and co-produced it with Michael. And Bill came up with the idea for the rap.
So Bill was protection for gangs, clubs, and...
That's Bill Luttrell, but he didn't want to be credited with his name. So I don't really know why, but he just came up with Leave It to Beaver. And if you don't know who Leave It to Beaver is, poor Valerie in Russia probably has no idea who Leave It to Beaver is. It was a television show
about a beaver.
No, I think it was in the late 50s and early 60s.
Yeah, it was black and white.
It was a black and white TV show, and it was a very, we use the word wholesome, about a little American family that's growing up, and the youngest son, his nickname is Beaver, and they
Beaver Cleaver, right?
Beaver Cleaver, and it was just it's very Americana. If you have no idea what we're talking about,
YouTube it.
Yeah, jump on some YouTube and look at some Leave It to Beaver, and that's one perspective of America in the late 50s,
I think
early
in that,
60s.
Yeah, and in sitcoms back then, they had to have the husband and wife in separate twin beds.
Right.
Like they wouldn't show that there was the queen or a king bed.
The possibility
you wouldn't be sleeping together, being married.
Right.
Anyway, that was just the 50s.
Yeah, Valerie is saying for real, it was Bill. Yeah, that was Bill. And not to pat my own back, but I recorded it. So
That's so cool.
Bill actually held a microphone in his hand in the control room, and I recorded it.
And that was like a demo, right? He was just showing how a rapper could do it. Like if you got
really
like
was.
Will Smith or somebody.
He wrote the rap the night before, and then he came into the studio, and he said, let's just try this. And he literally held the microphone. I recorded it, simple and dirty and gritty. And and Michael loved it. So that's what stayed on the record. And
that's what Macaulay Culkin lip synced to on the short film, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Even Jennifer Jackson is backing me up, saying yes, his daughter confirmed it.
Wow.
So Eddie passed. I'm not trying to laugh.
Eddie Cleaver.
Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell.
Okay. Yeah, he just died.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 6-8 months ago, something like that.
Jordan, don't write the answers. We don't want to know the answers.
Yeah, Jordan, just
keep them on your paper.
Keep it on your paper.
But we love you. It's okay.
All right. So is it my turn? The History album was primarily recorded in Montreux, Switzerland. No, it's actually Switzerland. Montreux, Switzerland. Was the History album recorded in Montreux, Switzerland? I can categorically and with first-person perspective say that's false.
Because you were there. You recorded it in New York City.
Yeah, we recorded the History album at Hit Factory, 421 West 54th Street in New York City. When Michael was on tour for the History Tour, they stopped in Montreux for a while, and he did a few of the songs from Blood on the Dance Floor. And I forget what studio. It'll take you 15 seconds to Google it. But they kind of set up shop in a studio in Montreux. I wasn't there, but that's when they did, I think with Mick Gazowski and Bruce Swedien, they did several of the songs for Blood on the Dance Floor, including the title track.
That's amazing. But the thing about the Hit Factory, next time you're in New York, if you ever get to New York, it's cool to walk down 54th Street. You can go to Studio 54, but then walk 10 minutes west, and you walk past the Hit Factory. Now it's fancy apartments.
Yeah, it's called Live Where the Music Was Made.
But you and Michael, you would ride in a van to the
not
elevator.
Me. I didn't ride with him.
Oh,
I
okay.
walked.
Okay, you walked and played Santa Claus for Michael. But Michael would ride in one of the loading elevators, right? And he would ride into the building so that,
Yeah, we could. Yeah, he'd ride in the back of a 15-passenger van. We'd pick him up. Not we, but his security team would pick him up either at Trump Tower, depending on where he was staying. And yeah, we could literally take him up to the 6th floor of the Hit Factory, and he could get out and.
That's cool.
Boom,
now, my wife and daughter and I lived on 49th Street, just 6 blocks south of there on 10th Avenue. Yep. So whenever I had an excuse to walk to Central Park, I would just cross there because it's cool. It's cool to walk past there and think of the history.
If you would have come in 1994, I would have had you come in and have a cup of coffee. And
no, you wouldn't. They would have been like, no clearance for this fan of Michael. I'd have been like, Michael, did you get my letter at Neverland?
Oh, and I have one other little trivia note here. While Michael was in Montreux, he tried to buy Charlie Chaplin's house. I'm no part of this at all. But yeah, he tried to buy the house, and apparently the sale didn't go through. Something happened, but Michael has a deep affinity for Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
So
his favorite song was "Smile."
Yep.
That was Jermaine sang that at his funeral, and he just loved the theatricalness, right? Mm-hmm. The mime and all that. He thought it was awesome. Cool. Number 9. The original Bad album included a different intro to the song I Just Can't Stop Loving You, featuring Michael whispering pillow talk phrases for the listener. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. The original Bad album included a different intro to the song I Just Can't Stop Loving You, featuring Michael whispering pillow talk phrases for the listener. That's the answer. True. Okay.
So quick, Maddie's struggling with the camera, so we're just going to keep this on the answer just for a second. So, yeah, during the Bad album recording, if you go back and watch Bad 25, which is pretty easy to find, if you kind of slow-mo through a lot of those scenes, you can see there's a scene that shows a bed. There's an actual bed that we rented in Hollywood for the Bad album. And Michael, it was kind of Quincy's idea, I think, but we actually recorded Michael
going, I just want to lay next to you for a while.
I just want to lay next to you for a while. So, yeah, we did not put any roller coasters at Neverland. We did have several rides. I'd have to talk to Big Al to get the exact count. So that is false. We did not have a roller coaster called Scream at Neverland. So at this point, you have the potential to have 50 points. Let's see. Tina has 30 points. Susanna has 20 points. I think it's your turn because I'm going to take a big sip of my martini.
Okay, these are multiple choice. Okay, Epcot features several permanent country pavilions around World Showcase. Which of the following is not one of those pavilions? All right, is it Germany, Spain, Norway, or Mexico?
I like that accent.
Well, Norway, isn't that how they say it?
Norway.
When I was on Disney Cruise Line, the captain was from Norway.
Was he?
I hope you have a wonderful cruise. He was amazing, and he kept us all safe. And I was on the Disney Wonder on 9/11, so we needed to be safe. Yeah, okay. And he was like, if a cruise ship will be attacked, it will be a Disney cruise ship. It is American. And we were like, don't tell us that. Just
wow.
And so we were in dry dock in Norfolk. But anyway, Germany, Spain, Norway, or Mexico.
Norfolk?
Which one is not one of the pavilions? All right.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
All right.
A little hard.
Is it Germany, Spain, Norway, or Mexico? A, B, C, or D? On we go. Question 12. Paris Disneyland features 2 parks. I know we've got a lot of Europeans watching. Hey, Simone, how are you? So you guys, this should be just cake for you guys. The 2 parks is the first. You've got Paris Disneyland, and then Disneyland Park, and then you also have, is it A, Epcot Park, B, Hollywood Studios Park, C, Pixar Studios Park, or D, Walt Disney Studios Park? If you haven't been to Paris, that's a tough question.
Yeah, that is hard. And we were lucky.
I've been there, and it's a tough question.
Our producer sent us to Paris in August, and we went this year during a pandemic. It was crazy, but fun.
So you have Disneyland Park, and then do you also have Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Pixar Studios, or Walt Disney Studios Park? All right. Don't answer, Justin, but do you know? Don't answer.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Our friends
Okay.
Justin and Katie are here. They just popped in.
Justin and Katie just joined us right in the middle of the chaos. So here we go. Question 13.
All right. Number 13. In the Pixar movie, the ship's computer on board the Axiom spaceship is voiced by Sigourney Weaver, Angelica Houston, Elizabeth Taylor, or Courtney Cox?
Justin, do you know? Don't. Okay. All right. Let's see. Somebody asked if I was involved in Neverland. Yeah.
Can we go back and put
And-
that question up on the screen again?
and
Thank you.
And coincidentally,
Okay.
a week from today, a week from right now, if the Sony camera can get its act together, it's taking a little break. We're going to be doing the tour of Neverland, and seriously, if you're curious about Neverland or how we built the place, it's really fun. So that's a week from today. You got to buy a ticket. I'm sorry, but Maddie needs shoes.
Yeah,
So-
Brad, Skyroney did ask, were you involved in creating the amusement park at Neverland?
Yeah, well, I was involved in the music, so I put all the music systems and video systems at Neverland for years and years and years. But
You have
that's-
to watch this because the snake.
It's a really
the snake audio is my favorite story.
the tour of Neverland. It's actually really fun. So on we go. Question 14. I think it's my turn. At Disney World, the monorail stops at 3 premium resorts. Now, this is kind of a mean question because
Yeah.
if you haven't been to Disney World, it's kind of hard. But
We live at Disney World, so it's not fair.
yeah, we have annual passes. But which resort is not serviced by the monorail? Is it the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian? The locals call that the Grand Flow.
The Grand Master Flow.
The Polynesian, the locals call that the Poly. Or the Beach Club.
The locals call that the BC.
The Beach Club.
No. No, I'm kidding. They don't call it that.
So it's kind of a big deal if you stay at Disney World. If you're a high roller, if you're okay throwing down some coin,
Yeah.
you want to stay at one of the premium resorts. So one of these is not serviced by the monorail. Is it the Contemporary, the Grand Flow, the Poly, or the Beach Club? A, B, C, or D? Question
All right,
15.
Number 15. Disneyland Park in California features a castle named after a Disney princess. Which princess is the castle named after in California? Is it Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, or Belle? All right, so in Anaheim, there's a castle named after a princess. What princess is it? Is it Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, or Belle?
Maddie always switches the camera to me when I'm taking a drink.
Well, it is called Mickey, Michael, and Martinis.
It's a good martini.
Mine's just LaCroix and some lime shavings now, but
I do have some Icelandic vodka downstairs.
I obviously don't need any more.
This is a tough one. Which Disney movie was released the same month as Michael Jackson's History album? So you have to be both a Disney fan and an MJ fan to get this one. Was it Lion
And
King?
it probably helped if you lived in New York at the time and were working on a Michael Jackson album.
It didn't hurt. Is it The Lion King? Is it a Goofy movie? Is it Pocahontas? Or is it Aladdin? Which movie was released the same time as Michael's History album? The Lion King, Goofy movie, Pocahontas or Aladdin?
Good
It's a tough
question. Good
Okay.
question.
Wow, we're up to the answers already.
Answer time.
Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
Okay, number 11. Epcot features several permanent country pavilions around the World Showcase. Which one is not one of them? What did you say? Did you say Germany, Spain, Norway, or Mexico? Which one did you say?
quest-
España, Spain.
España.
Spain has a temporary booth every once in a while at the Food and Wine Festival, but they do not have a permanent home there. I think that all of the World Showcase countries have to invest and
Yeah, they got to drop some money.
yeah, they have to drop some coin, as you say,
Yep.
to show off their country at Epcot. So I think there's room for a couple more there.
And not to toot my own horn, but I've done events in all of those countries. So if you want to come to an in the studio with MJ event, and Spain, I've got some amazing friends in Madrid. So if you want to have some fun, come to Madrid during one of my
Spain
events.
is awesome.
Spain is awesome. The nice thing with Spain is if you go in August and you do your laundry and then you hang your laundry on a clothesline outside, it dries in 45 seconds.
It is hot in Madrid.
Yeah. Okay. Disneyland Paris features 2 parks. This is a good question. Disneyland Park and Walt Disney Studios Park. Justin, did you get that right?
I did not.
You did. What did you think it was?
My guess was Pixar. I felt like Studios Walt Disney.
That would be a good park.
redundant.
That would be a fun
And
park, a
then Hollywood
Pixar.
Studios and Epcot didn't make sense.
Right.
But,
It's called Walt Disney Studios Park. It's a fun park.
It is.
I prefer Disneyland Paris.
Well, there's that Crush coaster that we totally should have in Animal Kingdom, where they just tore down that roller coaster. They just tore down the Dino whatever. Yeah, Crush coaster could be there. That's where their Tower of Terror has a creepy little girl that's like, "Don't worry, it will be over soon," and you're like, it's terrifying.
So the first time we were at Paris Disneyland, I think it was at Halloween time, and Americans think they know how to celebrate Halloween. Parisian or French take it to a whole new dark level.
Very scary. Yeah.
It's like there's blood down Main Street. It's a whole yeah, it's very dark. So all right.
But that park is building a Marvel campus and a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They are building that right now there. When we went in August, at Walt Disney Studios.
Oh, wow.
We went in August and half the park was blocked off because they're building both of those things. Really cool.
It's a gorgeous park. I
Yeah.
think Main Street, I think the castle at Disneyland Paris
Oh yeah.
is
It's
one of the
beautiful.
prettiest
It has
castles.
it has the dragon under the castle.
And the square trees.
Yeah.
I love that castle.
Very cool.
Okay, question 13.
This is me. In the Pixar movie WALL-E, the ship's computer on board the Axiom is voiced by Sigourney Weaver, that Disney favorite.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver is mentioned so many times in Finding Dory, right? I love that one.
All right, I hope you got that one right. By the way, if you're just joining us, don't put the answers in the comments. Just keep track on your own little piece of paper and get a piece of paper and a pencil, old school, and keep track of your
Wait, Brad, I'm getting a little warm. I think it's time to change my Michael
Are
Jackson
you
shirt.
really going to do this?
Are you ready for this?
You're really going to do this on camera?
Oh! Look at that. Isn't that an awesome shirt? Couldn't you die? Ow! It's a moan. Okay, there we go. I feel better. I was a little warm.
And he's only got LaCroix.
I was a little warm.
I'm flying on Finlandia right now. Okay.
Great.
We're only halfway through. Okay.
I've got a lot more shirts.
Answer number 14. At Disney World, now we're talking about those premium resorts again. The monorail, which is a big deal, only stops at 3 of these resorts. Which one does it not stop at? It does not stop at Beach Club. Beach Club is over by Epcot.
What's great about it, it's right at the back door of Epcot, and you can walk to Hollywood Studios.
That's called the International Gate.
Yes, International Gateway. That's right. And it's the closest way to, if you want to hop on Remy early in the morning, that's where you want to go in
So
to Paris.
if you want to park over at Fantasia and then walk over into the International Gateway, and then you can grab some fish and chips, just bang, right there.
What do you mean park at Fantasia?
The Fantasia Putt-Putt.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't now. Have you been there recently?
Well, yeah, but-
There's the new hotel there
Well,
now.
you
It's
know,
like
but,
$30.
Well, but they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't.
Yuck, gorge.
All right. Question number 15.
Disneyland Park in California features a castle named after a Disney princess. Which princess is the castle named after in California? What is it? Big money, no whammies, and... It's Sleeping Beauty. It's Sleeping Beauty.
So, fun fact, 1984, Deb and I had been annual pass holders to Disneyland for a few months, and it was like time to get married. So I actually proposed to my beautiful wife at Disneyland on the Mark Twain steamboat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's romantic.
Yep. So we have a very close affinity.
In 1984.
In 1984, we got married in 1985, and if you've ever been to Sleeping Beauty Castle, it's tiny.
It's like 71 feet compared
Yeah,
to 189 in Florida.
But there's have you done the walkthrough?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. That definitely tops our walkthrough.
Yeah, it's a really cool
And
little
something
walkthrough.
trivia that I love about this, guys, you might not know, but Sleeping Beauty, the film, had not come out yet, and Walt was like, it was 1955, and he was like, I want to promote this movie that's coming out, and so that's why I named it Sleeping Beauty Castle, because Sleeping Beauty came out in 57 or 59, and so he was literally promoting. It was like literally an ad saying this is Sleeping Beauty Castle, and they're like, well, who's Sleeping Beauty? Well, the film's coming out next year, So brilliant billboard he created.
Yep. All right, question 16. I don't know why we had 6 true false or 6.
Well, this is a good one. This is a good question.
But it's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What Disney movie was released the same month as Michael Jackson's History album? The same month, not just the same month. It was like 3 days later. They were 3 days apart from the History album to this movie.
This was
Correct
in...
answer, 1985. So this is a tough one. You would have to know both your MJ and your Disney trivia to get this one right. Both the History album and Pocahontas came out in the summer of 1995. Aladdin came out a couple of years earlier in 1992. Lion King came out summer of 1994. And fun little fact, I went to one of the early screenings of Lion King while we were working on the History Project. I was went to Radio City Music Hall, summer of 1994. So the correct answer is Pocahontas.
Right.
Okay, so obviously the correct answer was Pocahontas.
That was a huge premiere in Central Park.
Was it?
Yeah, they did. No, I wasn't there,
you
but
were
they
like
had
8
all of
years
these.
old.
I was young, and I was in Georgia. I remember seeing Pocahontas, and I had all the toys at McDonald's and the Happy Meal. But they had all these screens in Central Park because Lion King came out the year before. And it was a huge hit, and Disney was like, "We got to top Lion King." But
So I went to the Lion King. I mentioned that in my video, but I went to the Lion King. It wasn't the premiere, but it was the Lion King like opening week at Radio City Music Hall. And yeah, they had like people in costumes, like dancing, and up on the, what do you call those things? The sides of the theater. It was
like
really
the boxes.
cool. Yeah, it was really, really cool. So, all right. So at this point, you have the potential to have, that was worth 60 points, that section. So keep track of your own score, and we are going to start into some MJ multiple
yes,
choice
that's what the
questions.
kids want.
That's
Somebody's
what the kids-
watching Ginger from Gainesville, Florida. Love it. Somebody saw your seminar in Miami. I love it.
What's up, Miami? Good to see you.
Okay, this is for real Michael Jackson fans. Some people just like started at Thriller, but like I'm talking real, like J5, like all of Michael's career, because Michael had like 3 careers. Jackson 5, Jackson's, his
Correct.
other solo career. But this is before
This is
Off the
hardcore.
Wall.
Yep.
So which one is not one of his albums? Is it Music and Me, Dear Michael, Got to Be There, Ben, or Forever Michael? I wish we had a LaToya question.
Do you? Question 18. Michael wrote a song for his sister LaToya Jackson. This whole song just makes me so, this whole question makes me so uncomfortable.
I wrote it. You're welcome.
Michael wrote a song for his sister LaToya. I never met LaToya. I worked with Rebe and I worked with Janet.
Would you believe I met LaToya?
Where?
She starred in Newsical in New York, and my friend was the producer of it, and he was like, "You want to meet her? Don't talk about Michael. You can't be like,
Don't talk
I'm
about
a big.
Michael.
Don't bring that up because
Just
obviously
say
it's
you're a big
emotional."
LaToya fan.
Well, I brought all these records for her to
Okay.
sign, and she loved it, and she signed it for me. I'll see if I can pull it up and show you a picture of me and LaToya. She was very nice.
Okay.
And
So, Michael wrote a song for his sister LaToya Jackson called, is it Part-Time Lover? Is it All Night Lover?
it's real, folks.
Is it Nighttime Lover? Is it Sometimes Lover?
Some kind of lover.
Is it Doggone Lover? This is about his sister. Why would he-
Doggone love him. Well, he wrote a love song for her.
I get it. It's still uncomfortable. Okay, so is it Part-Time Lover? Is it All Night Lover? Is it Nighttime Lover? Is it Sometimes Lover? Is it Doggone Lover? All right, on we go. Question
Okay,
19.
number 19. What song did Michael dedicate to Diana Ross on the back of the 7-inch single? What? Is it You Are Not Alone, Just Can't Stop Loving You, Dirty Diana, Remember the Time, or PYT? Wow, what song did Michael Jackson dedicate to Diana Ross on back of the 7-inch vinyl single? You Are Not Alone, I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Dirty Diana, Remember the Time, or PYT?
That's a good question.
It's a really good question. That is deep. That's
Yep.
a deep cut.
Yep. All right, on we go. Question 20. We're already up to question 20.
Wow.
We're moving through this.
Love it. I wrote this one too. You're welcome.
So I love the little dude, but some of this stuff, I just have to scratch my head. What song did MJ, that's Michael, what song did Michael dedicate to his mannequin friends on the back of the 12-inch vinyl single?
What?
His mannequin friends. You know, if there's one thing that I'm like phobic about, it's mannequins.
Clowns and mannequins.
Yeah,
are
I don't dig mannequins. So did he dedicate Leave Me Alone? Is it Scary? Kinda. In the Closet? Thriller? Or Centipede?
I had fun writing all 5 of these.
Yeah, no, you did good. What song did MJ dedicate to his mannequin friends on the back of the 12-inch vinyl single? Was it Leave Me Alone? Is it Scary? In the Closet? Thriller? Or Centipede? It's a good question.
It's deep. Collectors like me.
So you guys that are just like, yeah, I like Beat It. No, this is like deep. All right, here we go. Question 21.
Okay. What song did Michael Jackson not record with Stevie Wonder? Which one did he not do? Get It? You Haven't Done Nothing? Just Good Friends? Let's Get Serious? Or We Are the World? Which one did Michael not record with Stevie Wonder? Get It? You Haven't Done Nothing? Just Good Friends? Let's Get Serious? And We Are the World? Which one does not belong?
Wow. Don't write it in the comments.
This
Get
one's
yourself
hard.
a piece of paper.
Put it on your paper. This is a hard one, and I wrote it just for you,
yeah, for
hardcore Michael Jackson fans.
You, yeah, for you
like
Instagram
me,
people with
that have multiple shirts.
yeah, you Instagram people that
It's
have
almost
the
time
attention
for
of a
a new
sand
shirt.
flea. Write it down on a write it down on a piece of paper. That's a good question. I only worked on one of those. All right, let's keep going. Oh, we're at the answers already.
Answer time.
Wow.
Excellent.
Okay, my turn. Before Off the Wall, Michael Jackson had 4 solo albums. Which of these is not one? Okay, get ready. Drum roll, please. Dear Michael. So I guess Dear Michael is not an actual album.
That's a song. That's the name of the song on the album Forever Michael.
Okay.
It's hard, but that was like Forever Michael was his last album, solo album before Off the Wall. He was like almost an adult. He was still a late teen, and but Dear Michael is the song, but Forever Michael is the album. So that was
Okay.
a tricky one.
Okay. All right. Your turn. Oh, we were going to do this later.
That's okay. Do it later.
Okay.
This one's all you, yeah?
This is you.
Oh, this is the answers.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
we're up to the answers.
I wrote this one. I love it. Okay, Michael wrote a song for his sister LaToya Jackson called. It's actually answer C, right? Brad has to do it. Nighttime Lover. If you haven't seen this, go on YouTube.
It's so uncomfortable.
But there's a riff in it he does on Behind the Mask. Ooh, 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 and he does it, baby. He does all that on the background. So he's doing background vocals for LaToya, and LaToya is sort of just step touching in a disco club on the video. But this song is cool, and it was a gift he wrote for his sister right between Off the Wall and Thriller, and it was a Hot 100 hit, but it didn't go very high.
Didn't
Yeah.
like 99.
Yeah, didn't reach Janet level, if you know what I'm saying.
All right. Oh, there it is.
There's the picture of
Look
it.
at that. It's right
Nighttime, my nighttime lover, baby. You gotta listen to it. This song slaps whenever Michael opens his mouth.
I didn't know we had that.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't. Get
Maddie's
this,
amazing. I texted it.
we didn't get this far.
I
in rehearsal.
texted it for her.
We didn't get this far in rehearsal. Okay.
That's a really rare 7-inch
Yes,
vinyl.
yes.
I dare you to try and find that.
Yes, there was a
I own it.
rehearsal. Okay. Believe it or not. Oh man, what song did Michael dedicate to Diana Ross on the back of the? So it was on the back of the single.
So
Like
on the
sleeve.
yeah, the picture sleeve, when you flipped it over on the back,
You know,
this single said dedicated to Diana Ross.
these kids have no idea what it's like to buy 45.
Yeah, like that was in a jukebox.
Yeah. So on the
In
back,
92, 93 was pretty late for a.
true. All right. Remember the time.
There it is.
Remember the time.
Remember the time. Can you imagine? Do you know the lyrics to that song? When we fell in love,
Yeah.
you and me in Spain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's singing.
Diana Ross in Spain? Excuse me, Michael?
Yeah, he's.
Brat dot 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 brat a dabba dot. What does that mean?
That's some really good tongue rolling. I can't do that.
I'm telling you, he and Diana had a thing. He left Diana in his will.
She was.
He loved her and trusted
She
her.
was much older. It was like a mother figure.
They were close though. I love Diana Ross.
Okay, it was Remember the Time.
Miss Ross.
I worked on that song.
I know you did.
On we go.
You're a legend.
Yeah, right.
It's a great album.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. There it is.
Now see, and this is only on the 7-inch single. Now I have this. This is my single. It's not on the 12-inch, but it says dedicated with love, not just dedicated to,
With love.
but with love.
I didn't get a credit on that, but I'm on the album, but I didn't get on the single.
We were young and innocent then, right? In 1969, do you remember?
Did I at least get a credit on
How
Come Together?
it all began?
Okay.
Now that was cool that he slapped "Come Together" on there. That's why I didn't need "Come Together" on History because I already had it. I was like, give us a new track. Like
Oh, it's a
I
great,
had Moonwalker. It's awesome.
but it's a great song.
It is. But we
Okay.
already had it.
On we go. I think it's your turn.
I get to keep talking? What song? I did write this terrible question. What song did Michael dedicate to his mannequin friends on the back of the 12-inch single? Katie's like, what? Is it Leave Me Alone? Is it Scary in the Closet, Thriller, or Centipede? Centipede! Now, if you don't know what Centipede is, his sister Rebe, he wrote this song for her. This was a top 10 hit. Crazy video about when it's quiet in the night and the centipede is crawling. It's a weird song about love and a crazy centipede.
But was it the video game?
No, it wasn't the video game, but the video game was hot, which is why I think Michael wrote the song. But this song slams. Go on YouTube and listen to it.
I mean,
Michael wrote it. He did background vocals. But for some reason,
this is 1984.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is right when I started working at Westlake,
Yeah.
and that's when I met Rebe. I met Rebe before I met Michael.
yeah. Now it's spelled Rebbe. It's pronounced
But it's
Rebe.
pronounced Rebe.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this song slams. It's awesome. And Rebe also recorded Fly Away that Michael wrote, that was cut from the Bad album. So Rebe's awesome. And
Yep.
Centipede is a great song. And for some reason, he put that on the back of the 12-inch vinyl single dedicated to his mannequin friend. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Throw it over there.
And
Maddie.
dedication to my mannequin friends. I think he was just doing that to mess with people. He's like, Rebe doesn't care if I do this. I'm just going to put this on the back and see if anybody notices it.
I mean, I love the little dude, but the mannequins were a little much up at Neverland. They were so. Justin, have you ever seen my Neverland show?
No, I haven't.
It's there. Yeah, there's there were a lot of mannequins up there, and I don't like mannequins.
I worry for people who say they do.
So that's okay. On we go.
They belong in department stores.
On we go. When I say mannequins, I mean they were like a security guard that was standing there holding cookies and stuff like that. So I mean it wasn't like dress shop mannequins, but it was still made you just slightly uneasy, but it's all good. I love the little dude. All right, what song did MJ not record with Stevie Wonder? What song did he not record with Stevie Wonder? Was it Get It, You Haven't Done Nothing, Just Good Friends, Let's Get Serious, or We Are the World? It's Let's Get Serious.
Let's Get Serious. That's a
know
Jermaine Jackson song that he did with Stevie Wonder.
yeah.
Stevie and Jermaine, I think, wrote that together. That was a big hit, but that was definitely a Jermaine song and Stevie song, not a MJ song. But that was a big hit.
Okay.
And that song slams the bass. So kudos to Jermaine for that one, for sure. That's a good jam.
Let's see. Eddie asks if I worked on Invincible. No, I didn't. I'm sorry, Eddie. I did not work on Invincible. Are we back to this camera, Maddie?
You didn't live in California then, right?
It's so. I was there.
You were still in California, okay.
Yeah, by then I was like doing a bunch of stuff with other people. So
You know, Quincy Jones and Barbra Streisand.
as one does. Okay. Bonus questions.
Oh, this is exciting.
We're up to the bonus questions. We're flying through this.
This is amazing.
What time is it? It's a little after 2. We're doing good.
Yeah, I think I need a new shirt, Brad. Don't you think? Let's reach into the old bag of shirts. Let's reach over here.
Sure. I think it's your turn for a question, but
we'll do that on the next
But
one.
it's
We'll do
all
that on the
good.
next one. Okay. Michael Jackson recorded what song with Berry Gordy's son?
This is an easy one.
You think?
Everybody knows this.
Was it Dancing on the Ceiling? Was it All Night Long? Was it Somebody's Watching Me? Ghostbusters or Rhythm of the Night? This is a good question. I love this question. Michael Jackson recorded what song with Berry Gordy's son? Which one? Write down your answer. This is 20 points, this one. Dance on the Ceiling, All Night Long, Somebody's Watching Me, Ghostbusters, or Rhythm of the Night.
If you write Ghostbusters, I'm going to... You're not allowed to stay on the stream. All right. That's a good question. I mean, I think people my age know immediately. Of
course.
But these hipsters...
These whippersnappers on Instagram.
Yeah, they don't know a Frappuccino from a sneaker. So, all right, on we go.
He's going to be offending coffee drinkers now.
Oh, I'm just
kidding.
My
I'm
daughter
kidding.
works at Starbucks, so I can do that. All right. Question 23. It's my show. Moonwalk. I didn't read this question beforehand. I should probably be more prepared. Moonwalk, Michael's biography, had a foreword written by which celebrity friend? Was it Elizabeth Taylor, Diana Ross, Diana, Princess of Wales? We sometimes call her Princess Diana. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, or Catherine Jackson?
Oh man, any of them could have written it.
Yeah, who wrote the foreword for Moonwalk?
That's a good one.
Michael's. You know, he kind of signed it. Look, everybody that bought Moonwalk
Got a free fake
think
signature.
they got a free fake signature.
Yeah.
So-
It's actually a good book. It's a good. Did I write that wrong? Is it autobiography or biography? Who writes?
I think it's biography. I think if you write it yourself, but let's be honest.
I don't know.
He didn't really
If you
write.
write it yourself, it's auto.
It's an autobiography.
So I messed up. It is an
Okay.
autobiography. I messed up that question because
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but either way, Moonwalk had a foreword written by which celebrity friend? Elizabeth Diana, Princess Diana, Jacqueline, or Catherine? His
Okay,
mom.
that's a good
All right,
question.
On we go.
Okay, which song was not released as a single on the Dangerous album? Is it Heal the World, Dangerous, Gone Too Soon, Give In to Me, or Will You Be There? Which one was not a single? Heal the World, Dangerous, Gone Too Soon, Give In to Me, or Will You Be There?
I should know this, but I'm pretty sure I know which one.
Oh,
it is.
that's cool. I might have stumped Brad. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Brad,
think.
did you notice I put on this T-shirt for you?
Oh, wow, it's EO. Wow.
This is your first Michael Jackson gig, right?
It was, yeah. I
Now,
got it.
Brad in the hallway has like this poster autographed, like,
That's true.
Brad, you're my hero. You're the greatest.
I don't think it says that. but
Something like that.
we'll-
It says
we'll-
something like that.
We'll go with
It says Hooter. No, it doesn't. Hooter's my favorite. He says Hooter a lot. Okay, you're the next question, right?
I think so.
Hooter.
Which song was not... Wait, did we already do this one?
Yes.
I have to hit the button. Okay. Who co-wrote We Are the World with Mike? Everybody knows this.
Stop
This
it.
is
No, they don't.
It's an easy question. This is a throwaway. This is like, okay. Who co-wrote We Are the World with Michael Jackson? Was it Barry Gordy? Was it Quincy Jones? Bob Dylan? Stevie Wonder? Or Lionel Richie?
Man, I got some good answers there. It could be any of them.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be any of them.
They're all talented guys, but Barry, Quincy, Bob, Stevie, or Lionel. Is anybody still staying with us? We have a few.
They're good questions.
It is a good question. Who co-wrote We Are the World?
Let's face it,
Barry,
Michael wrote
Quincy,
most of it. Let's face it, Michael
Bob,
wrote most of it.
Stevie or Lionel? Justin, do you know that one?
I have no idea.
Really?
No, I have,
Wow.
See?
I have guesses.
Okay. Okay.
No clues.
No clues. All right, we're up to. All right, so now they got to work for their dinner. We're done like giving them like clues. They got to dive in now.
Yeah, man.
So here we go.
These are the answers. No?
No, they're not. That's a question.
Oh, sorry. Number 26. Name the Disney animated classic that was released just a few days after Michael's History album was released.
That's a tough one. Wait, did we already do this?
That's what I'm saying. It's the answer. 20 points. It's...
Maddie, what's going on here?
What happened?
Was this... That would have been
This
P word, right?
should have been Pocahontas. Okay, so we have a little foible with the setup here. Name the Disney animated classic that was released it was Pocahontas.
Pocahontas,
So
yeah.
we already covered this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pocahontas. So we'll skip that one.
So we'll skip. We'll just skip that one. We'll just skip that one. All right. Who is the voice of Rex in the Toy Story movies? Do you know this one, Justin? Don't say it. Who is the voice? I mean, this is hardcore. Now you have to like come up. There's no
I
clues.
hear the voice. I'm just trying to peg it.
Who is the voice of Rex? Question 27. I'm sorry about question 26. That was a bit of a mess. Who is the voice of Rex in the Toy Story movies? No clues. This is for the hardcore people.
I know the actor and who he is, and he lived in my apartment building on 45th Street in New York, but
Really?
I can't think of his name right now.
Okay.
Okay, bonus. Who is the voice of Fillmore in the Cars movies? Who is the voice of Fillmore?
Fillmore.
In the Cars movies. Tricky.
You don't know this one, Justin? Justin knows
I hear
every...
I hear the voice. I'm trying to
These are good
peg
questions.
it.
I'm actually impressed.
I'm pretty confident on Rex. I don't know about Fillmore off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Who is the voice of Fillmore? All right. Question 29. No clues. You got to work for your dinner. This is a good question. I actually like this question. What was the last attraction that Walt Disney was actively designing prior to his passing that is still open at Magic Kingdom? What was the last attraction that Walt Disney was actively designing prior to his passing that is still open at Magic Kingdom?
That's a really good question.
Yep. Katie, you got any idea? Do you? Okay.
Are you good?
These are worth 20 points. So if you suck...
She thinks she knows it, but I don't think she knows it.
Okay.
Maybe I don't.
If you
She's
suck
really close.
at the first half of all of this, now's your chance to like bang some points in. All right, on we go.
Very exciting.
Question 30. We're almost done.
The last one.
Question 30. Whoa. Okay. During trivia today, did you notice behind me there was a new 12-inch LP or single behind me? What were the 7th and 19th albums behind me? Every time we had a new question, there was a new album back there or new single. What were the 7th and 19th? So you have to think about this.
Well, they should have been keeping track. Every trivia I've done, I've switched things.
That's Brad's little thing. So what was the 7th album and the 19th album that was behind me? Because I've been switching them when every question comes up. If you haven't noticed, these are from my record collection. I love collecting records. So
Jared has a remarkably huge...
I have 1,548 records of Michael Jackson.
Because I know you... All right.
Answers.
Time for the answer.
Here come the points.
So now you're going to get some points. You have the potential for 100 points in this next batch of answers.
Wow.
No, you know what? They have the potential for 200 points.
Wow.
This is big money.
That is many points.
So-
Head for the chopper. That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Is that-
Cruise captain.
It's the same impression.
okay. So we're going to, I think is it my turn or your turn? I can't remember.
I'll go. Michael Jackson recorded what song with Berry Gordy's son? We know it's Somebody's Watching Me and they're playing tricks on me.
Did you know that?
That was the-
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
So if you got that right, that's
Michael was like down the hall. I don't know Rockwell's actual name. What is it? Rockwell? Berry Gordy's son? I should know.
I think its last name is Gordy.
Yeah. That's half of it.
I don't know. All right. The next answer, Moonwalk, Michael's biography, had a foreword written by which celebrity friend? Jackie Onassis?
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis wrote the foreword.
You know what? I would have gotten that wrong. I would have gone with E.T., but I was wrong.
Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, everybody calls Elizabeth Taylor E.T. Of course. Amazing.
Did you have to work for her? I did.
How funny.
What happened to your GoPro?
Oh, we just got tired.
Okay, all right, just like our Sony. All right. Next answer. I think this is your turn.
Okay, here we go. Which song was not released as a single on the Dangerous album? Heal the World, Dangerous, Gone Too Soon, Given to Me, or Will You Be There? Dangerous. I think it was going to be a single, and there were already like 9. But he had that amazing dance routine he did.
Yeah, I thought it was. I worked on it, and I thought it was Gone Too Soon.
Gone Too Soon was a single. I have
Was it?
I have a 12-inch and a cassette of it, and a 7-inch
What,
with
somebody-
him. And
What,
and it was weird. It was like Gone Too Soon and Thriller and She's Out of My Life. It was like the strangest track listing on that single, just to like get people to buy it.
just
But Dangerous does have some great remixes that came out on
I
the
love
Blood on the
Dangerous.
Dance Floor album.
Give In to Me. That's just that's such a sad. No, I mean Gone Too Soon is such a sad song.
Yeah, totally.
But it was a single
Yeah, it
in
was
the
a single.
U.S.
Yeah, I have it on all 3
I believe you.
cassette, vinyl, and vinyl.
Okay. All right. Question or answer 25. Who? I mean, this is the easiest question
To
in the
you,
world.
you worked
if you're
with
over
him.
the age of 45. Who co-wrote "We Are the World" with Michael Jackson? Well, of course, that's Lionel Richie. Have you ever seen that thing where he that sculpture he did with his dad with the hands?
From Hello? No, not that one.
No, it's really beautiful.
No, yeah.
He held hands with his dad and he put
Plunged
his
it in
hands
plaster of
in
Paris or
plaster.
something?
It's really beautiful.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But of course, Lionel Richie from the Commodores, Brick House, and all of those amazing songs. But there's an interview with Michael, and they're like, "Michael, what part did you write of?" He's like, "I don't want to say. I mean, most of it, but I don't want to say. I don't like saying how much I
wrote
wrote."
all of it, but Lionel was there.
But they did have a hook. It was like, "We are the world, shala. We are the children, shalinge. We are," and they cut that part, shala shalinge. And
Really?
I wonder if that was the part that Lionel wrote. I don't know. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa. Sorry, it's LaCroix. I promise. We spilled the rest of it.
Mine's not. Okay, on we go. Question 26. These are the hard ones. We didn't give them any clues at all. So you got to work for your dinner. Name the Disney animated classic. We already did this. Yeah, that was the mistake. So,
Click twice.
okay, we'll click it one more time and one more. I got to get past me. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is the voice of Rex? This is a tough question.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. Who
What's
is the
his name,
voice of
though?
Rex in the Toy Story
Wallace
movie?
Shawn. Sorry,
Okay, this is actually kind of a fun trivia fact. Everyone knows that Tim Allen voiced Buzz Lightyear, and Annie Potts did Bo Peep, and back there, Sheriff Woody, of course, that's Tom Hanks. But this one, Rex, I didn't know this, honestly, until just now. Rex was voiced by Wallace Shawn, and Wallace Shawn was the guy in The Princess Bride. You know, inconceivable. Same guy. Inconceivable guy was also Rex. So that's a tough question. I mean, I honestly didn't know.
I forgot Wallace Shawn's name, but he really did live. He lived in our building at the Whitby
Seriously?
on 325 West 45th Street, and we get in the elevator and be like, "Hi, wow,
You're the inconceivable guy.
this is inconceivable that I'm
It's
in the
inconceivable
that
you're
I'm in
sharing
the
an
elevator with you." It really happened.
Okay, I think it's your turn.
Who was the voice of Fillmore? It's I think it's misspelled in the Cars movies. Who was the voice of Fillmore? Who was it? Big Money.
Maddie was drinking jungle juice when she wrote this.
Fillmore.
Here we go. Fillmore. Who is the voice of Fillmore? All right, so one of the best characters in Cars is definitely Fillmore, but there is a secret that a lot of people don't know about. Come on back here. Fillmore was voiced by George Carlin, a comedian who I think is awesome, and Maddie has no idea who he is. And George Carlin's birthday is May 12th, 1937, which is the license plate. Now you know. Fillmore's license plate is George Carlin's birthday. George Carlin was voiced by George Carlin. You can turn that down, Maddie.
Wow.
So for people under the age of,
These guys.
yeah, probably them, it's George Carlin was a very kind of edgy comedian. You don't know George Carlin? Wow. Okay. You should go back and watch some George Carlin videos. They're very progressive and.
He's a philosopher just as much as a comedian.
Oh yeah, he's very intelligent. So George Carlin was Fillmore in the Cars series.
Star-studded.
And they stuck his birthday on the van.
That's cool.
Which I think is really cool. All right, on we go. So your turn.
What was the last attraction that Walt Disney was actively designing prior to his passing that's still open at Magic Kingdom? So this is a hard one. I've heard a couple answers for this, but this is really the last one that he started. The other ones were further along. What was he actively designing prior to his passing? A lot of people would say
It's the
Pirates.
Country Bear Jamboree. Look at them. Oh, you guys. Yeah. Okay, Country Bear Jamboree was the last attraction that Walt Disney was actively working on before he passed away in the late 60s. And it's hilarious, animatronic bears, it's crazy. It was originally intended for Mineral King Park out west. And Brad, can you tell us some more about Mineral King Park? I didn't even know about that.
So, when you can turn that down, Maddie. When we were, when Deb and I were dating, I mean, this goes back to 1980. Good grief, 1983, 1982, 83.
It's like Thriller time, MJ fans.
Yeah, I know. This is before I met
Thriller
Michael.
just come out, budding romance.
And we were living in Visalia, California, which you've never heard of, but that's okay. And right up about 30 miles into the Sequoia Mountains was Mineral King.
Never heard of it. Amazing.
So that's where, and in all truth, I didn't know this until years later, but Walt Disney was planning in the late 50s, Walt Disney was planning on building a ski resort. Walt got into skiing. Who knew? And he was going to do a ski resort in Mineral King, and it was going to be a Disney ski resort. And I think it was the late 60s. I think my years
That sounds right.
late 60s. And he was going to do a ski resort with some attractions in it. And that's when he came up with the idea of Country Bears Jamboree.
It's like I'm going to have talking bears after people go skiing. It'll
Talking and singing and drinking and all that kind of thing. So Country Bears Jamboree was going to be at Mineral King, and then he died. And so it didn't happen. So they actually, when they got Disneyland going, they put Country Bear Jamboree into Disneyland. So
amazing.
yeah. So, all right. Is that it? Oh, last question, last answer.
Here's the vinyl one.
I think this one's appropriately enough. It's
Okay,
yours.
number 30. During trivia, what were the 7th and 19th albums behind me and Brad? Right now we have what? Ghosts back there. The 7th album was ABC, the Jackson 5 ABC. It was the amazing Blue album. I have so many records under my feet right now. It's somewhere down here, but it was ABC. Here it is. Look at that classic album. Isn't that an amazing cover? And the back, of course, is cool with Jackie and Tito and Jermaine and Marlon on it. The 7th was ABC. And the 19th was Heal the World. Where's Heal the World? The 12-inch single of Heal the World is not one that sold a lot because there weren't any. I don't know where it is. It's Heal the World.
Where did it go? I want to see it.
The white one, like right under the red. Like,
There was actually a 12-inch version of. We didn't do a dance mix of Heal the World.
Here it is. But it had. It's all these like versions you don't really care for. It's the 7-inch edit.
We
The
didn't work
7-inch
on-
edit with intro. The LP version, and then She Drives Me Wild, which is a album track from. So that was the 19th.
The 7-inch version and the LP version.
Isn't that weird? Just like a little shorter.
Yeah,
Now,
we-
Brad, can I say something? I know people are dying to go home. I have a controversial.
They are home.
Oh, you're right. They are home. I do love this. Look at that. I have this T-shirt. I should have worn it today. Isn't that a cool logo? I have that T-shirt. Can I talk about some of the things? Michael had these intros on Heal the World and Will You Be There has the huge choir intro.
All right.
They're beautiful, right?
Yep.
But they take up like a minute of the album.
Yep.
The monologue at the end of this song.
It was like 2 minutes.
Yeah. So like this song alone could have been. We could have had Someone Put Your Hand Out on here if he would have cut out the and the In My Darkest Hour, in My Deepest Despair, which I love. But the beginning of this, think about the generations.
I think
and
about
like that's a minute. I want to hear Michael.
Right.
I think we could have had Someone Put Your Hand Out and maybe Monkey Business or something on that album. Seriously, as a super fan, I think that there was like some stuff that we could have,
editing.
just edited a little because I remember you have a video you took of him, of Michael, and y'all like have an original set list.
Right.
I think you could have crammed another track or two on that 14-track album.
Right.
Right.
So what this came down to was Michael. He loved the drama of these songs.
Sure.
And the build and he. It was really hard for him to edit songs down. Yeah. And I'm not going to argue with you, but
No, it's a total passionate opinion that doesn't matter.
But Will You Be There without the Cleveland Orchestra at the beginning? It just wouldn't have the same impact.
Right, it's the 7-inch edit that's on this one. It just starts with dun 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 dun. That's on the Free Willy album. Dun, 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 dun. But on the album, that's all you hear. They didn't play any of the first minute and a half or whatever of the Cleveland Orchestra. So, but we did get, luckily, Someone Put Your Hand Out as a cassette single and a Japanese tiny CD single
You really did
on the
that
tour.
song.
Someone Put Your Hand Out. When Michael passed, I wish they would have released that. It would have sold a gazillion copies.
So Maddie will tell you if I don't have like a down mood very often, but if I'm just kind of like what do you call it? I have the feels. What do the hipsters say?
Yeah.
Goosebumps?
Sit in your feels for a minute.
If I have to go into my feels for a minute, I come into this room and the girls laugh at me, but I go for Someone Put Your Hand Out. And it really is, it's a very special song for me.
Who played, was that Filling Games? Who played that?
That's Buxer. That's Brad
Buxer, wow.
That's Brad Buxer all day long.
And that's a song these two don't know because it wasn't on an album. But that should have been a single. It would have been awesome. But yeah, some people are saying, like Simone saying, it is a masterpiece in its full length. But somebody says her second favorite MJ song is Someone Put Your Hand Out. But somebody said, yes, those intros are too long. But then Misha says, I agree with Brad. Will You Be There? So, yeah, it's a controversial thing.
Yeah, how long is Will You Be There? How long is the album version?
Let's see if they even put the album.
7:30 or something?
Album version. It doesn't say. Let me pull out. This is very rare. This is the Spanish 12-inch.
Let's just
You know what's on here?
Let's play the whole thing for him.
It's the album version, Brad, is ridiculous.
It's like 7:20?
7 minutes and 35 seconds
Okay.
for one song. Like, most DJs.
Can you imagine a Spotify person being like, "Oh, I'm going to listen to a 7.5-minute song"?
It's amazing. Now, when Michael passed, like in the Jennifer Hudson sang this, right? And when they put Michael's voice on, and in my darkest hour, I lost it on the couch. It was so emotional. But it's amazing. But I think it was better in the concert, and I don't need it on a single. But this is cool. Look at this album, this LP single. Will You Be There edit, Man in the Mirror, Will You Be There album version, and then Girlfriend. And instead of side A and side B, it says Cara A and Cara B because it's from Spain. This one is worth a couple dollars. I don't want to scratch it.
Okay. So Justin and Katie will have no idea what I'm talking about. But during the Dangerous tour, Michael would sing Will You Be There? And it's a gorgeous song. It's a really beautiful song. And out of the lighting rig would come this angel. And it was a gorgeous costume.
Like
and
24 feet wingspan.
Huge. And
Beautiful woman.
And this angel would come down, and when she would land, she would wrap her wings around Michael. And I actually got to see, I mean, I've seen the concert several times, but I got the case, the anvil case that they made for that costume. It was, I don't want to exaggerate, it wasn't like a semi-truck, but it was just this enormous case because the costume was so expensive. And you'd see it for like maybe 90 seconds. So
Yeah.
it would come out of the ceiling, and she would come down and just wrap her arms around him, and then the lights would go to black. And Michael was a beast. I mean, he knew how to create a moment, and that moment was spectacular.
And yeah, and that when that was in the memorial service, I lost it. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because that whole monologue it made a lot of sense after he was gone. Anyway.
So, all right.
I had fun today, Brad.
Thank you.
You're fun.
So you had the potential to get 360 points.
That's a lot of points.
So if you were paying attention, I'd like to see what your points were for our silly little trivia game. Forgive me, but we've had a player in Australia who's done like 3 or 4 of them, and she just
always
dominates.
rocks it. Yeah.
So if you did not cheat, if you didn't use Google, tell me. Okay, so Tina got 190. Nice job, Tina. And by the way, while you're at it, tell us where you're from. And I'm only looking at Facebook. So Maddie, are you looking at Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm old, so I like Facebook. Hi, Simone. You only got 100.
220.
Ina is so sweet. She's in Germany. She's a really cool person.
Love it.
Micah, I don't think I've met Micah, but Micah got 210. Nice job. My score was Sonia.
That's okay.
Sonia, where are you from? Have I met you? Are you in Norway? I can't remember. Forgive me.
Sonia, I missed the Fillmore question, and I missed the Lion King.
Yasmin got 270. Yasmin always dominates at trivia. She's a beast. Susanna got 130. Chris got 110. Come on, Chris. Anyone else? Kathleen got 95. Nice job. 280. Craig got 280. Excellent. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Craig was watching with like 2 families. I think there was a whole bunch of them. So
amazing.
They might have been working together. Who knows?
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
Let's see. Simone says, no, I forgot 30, so 130, but don't tell anyone. Well, I just did. Stephanie got 120. Sophia got 145.
Excellent.
Nice job, Sophia. All right. So, Maddie, I can't see the Instagram. Are they saying their points?
No, I don't know.
Instagram people, they checked out like 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Maddie, thank you for taking care of all of the hot cameras. The batteries are there. It's just these cameras aren't used to being this hot, I think.
Okay, Christy joined late. She's from Dallas. I was going to go to Dallas, and I couldn't pull it all together, but we will come back to Dallas. So you guys are awesome. Thank you. You're saying this was fun. I appreciate it. So yeah, it's been a weird week. We've had a lot of drama this week, and absolute prayers for our friends, especially for Julia in Kiev. So keep Ukraine in your prayers, and I don't want to be trivial. I don't want to sound silly, but I don't want to say keep the faith, but I kind of want to.
Heal the world. Keep the faith. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a broken world, and I hate war. I hate what's happening to our friends in Ukraine. But and I, like I said, I didn't do any research on this. But if there's, we're fine. I don't need anything from you guys. I love your friendship. But if you want to donate to the Red Cross, or if there's a group that's helping the people in Ukraine, do it. And don't, I saw Valerie just posted something. There are some wonderful Russians. Don't hate Russia. It's the Russian government right now that's making some really terrible decisions. But we have some amazing friends in Russia. So don't paint with a broad brush. Jared, thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Always a pleasure to be in your presence.
I'm so happy
and hear these vicarious stories.
And Justin and Katie for popping in. Love you guys, and Maddie for all the hard work that she does. So next week we're going to be doing the tour of Neverland. It's a really fun event, and if you're curious about Michael's home, about Neverland, you can go to inthestudiowithmj.com and buy a ticket. And it's an event that Maddie and I have worked really hard on, and I'm proud of. And you're going to hear some stories from Neverland that you've probably never heard before. So that's it.
I love it.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Always love hanging out with you. Jared, thank you, my friend.
Boom, you're the man. Thank you, Maddie.
Love you guys. Thank you, Maddie, for an awesome job. And hopefully we'll do this more often. So stay safe. Keep Ukraine in your prayers. Keep my sweet friend Julia in your prayers. And I hope to see you soon in the studio with MJ.
Don't stop till you get
Don't
enough.
stop till you get enough. Stay safe. Keep the faith. Take care. Have a good week.